Ready?
Some people say I am the world's greatest president. 1909 to 13, those were my years. I did everything ever. More than
Teddy Roosevelt.
the trust buster.
He said that.
I did stuff with amendments and foreign policy, you know, the Brits. Woman in the office is our secretary. Woman. Look how dramatic she is. Do you see this? The freaking 19th Amendment. What is this? God! Just fuck!
Personally, I love women. I've always supported them, and I'm glad that they can vote now through the 19th Amendment. But you know what I love more than women? The environment. As the nation's first conservationist president, I established national parks, forests, and monuments, especially through the American Antiquities Act of 1906, where I established 18 monuments. This is all a part of the Square Deal, where I work to protect the consumer, control large corporations, and conserve natural resources.
What are you working on?
You know, like the economy, like the Federal Reserve Act. It's just boring me talking about it. Yeah, like I did a lot. Like the Federal Reserve Act of 1913, I maintained balance between big businesses and the community of the people. I brought an end to the panics and more stability to banking. I did so much. I introduced the federal income tax, the Underwood Tariff of 1913, reducing tariffs, and the Revenue Act of 1916, which taxed the rich and distributed the wealth. I love the economy. I did so much.
You know, Wilson says he's all about that tariffs. I'm the tariff guy. You know what I did? The Payne-Aldrich Act. That lowered the tariffs entering the U.S. I know it made the progressives a little mad, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? The 16th Amendment, I did that. It raised an income tax. The postal savings system, I did that. I did it all.
God, like Taft just thinks he did so much for the economy. Like, I literally did stuff too. In 1908, I did taxes on inheritance and income. I mean, like, what more do the people want? Like, God.
You know, like I did a lot for the people. Like I helped with workman compensation for industrial injuries. I tried to help the kids, but Congress wasn't really down for that with the Federal Child Labor Act, so like, sorry about that. I did the Seamen's Act of 1950, which regulated the pay and working conditions for the Merchant Navy. You're welcome. I did the Addison Act of 1960, which was an 8-hour workday for railroad workers. The Smith-Lever Act of 1914, providing federal funds for agricultural instruction for farmers and state college students. Let's cut. You know, work hard, drink hard. I'm just gonna get a drink, relax. Where's my alcohol? Where'd it go?
Oh, damn it! Oh, look at this! Did you know this? Did you know this? Oh, just stop putting my stuff in the jello!
I tried to veto the Volstead Act, you know, but Congress just overruled it and made the 18th Amendment, which is also for prohibition. Like, that's, like, even gonna work.
I love people. Let's talk about that. I have worked to attack monopolies and support labor unions because I really just want labor unions to have the same treatment as employers. I also make sure that all of the people have good food to eat. I mean, we all love food. The Meat Inspection Act and the Pure Food and Drugs Act of 1906 have worked to enhance food quality and end food adulteration. I also established the Department of Commerce and Labor through the Act in 1903.
Wilson, he didn't do squat for the people. That man mandated segregation in the federal workforce. Come on now. Me though? I did so much. I vetoed literacy tests. You're welcome. I established all these new agencies. Like the Department of Labor, the Bureau of Mines, and the Federal Children's Bureau. They call me the little kid lover. The 17th Amendment, directly electing the senators. I did that. I hate labor unions. You know, I tried with the Taft-Hartley Act. God, I hate them.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's a hot take, but, like, I tried to help the labor unions, but when 50,000 miners strike in 1902 during my presidency, like, it was hard. It was hard. I tried to settle the dispute. They didn't listen. Like, we had to side with the employers, and, like, I want them to have equal rights. I do. It's just, it's hard. They make it hard.
Like, who really cares about labor unions? Like, personally, I'm for labor peace. I'm the first Democrat in the House in a while. You know, like, people are pretty excited about that, which is great. I ensured fair and free elections for the public, you know, like, get your votes in. I ended corruption among public officials, like the robber barons. They're done. They're gone. We don't have to deal with them anymore. I developed federal intervention in industrial disputes, encouraging, like, a neutral standpoint on, like, labor unions, like, labor peace. A couple heroes of mine would be, like, Bob Hope, Abraham Lincoln, definitely, Bono, and then probably God. You know, he destined me to be president.